The social media. The social media apparatus has been saying that Museveni is dead. So the security service needs also to solve that problem.
There are videos on social media that have been circulating saying that General Museveni is dead. And General Museveni retaliated, ordering the security to find those who have been perpetuating these videos. For sure, I also saw the videos, but I think 99.9% of them come from Kenya. I don't know the motive. And when General Museveni comes out to tell the security that they must look for people who are posting these videos, it shows something which I want to explain in this video. Before I proceed, I want to play a tape as General Museveni was ordering the security to search for these people. Listen very carefully because it's going to form a basis for a discussion. Here's the tape.
Another problem we need to solve, I don't think it is a security problem, but it is an idiotic problem. The social media. The social media apparatus has been saying that Museveni is dead. So the security service needs also to solve that problem. I need to check with them to locate quickly the one who tells such a story, because you waste people's time. They should go for you.
So that is General Kaguta Museveni directing the security that they must search for those saturating those videos. One, first of all, a presidential directive, most especially in Uganda, which entails the security, it is so scary. We are under a military regime. A president just mere making a statement, the security and other organs must act. And I've been an ardent follower of our security organization. They are so overzealous. I may not be surprised if they hold on to someone who, by the way, may be reposted it, and they first abduct him for months, take him to prison, Trump charges. They will make it even bigger because General Museveni has said. General Museveni, I know it is. I'm not saying that coming out to say that a leader is dead is the right thing to do, but neither does it make sense. Neither does it make sense if the president comes out to order security operatives, most especially those in Uganda, to look for these people, because security agents in Uganda are so petty and overzealous. For example, if I was Museveni and such news is coming out, what General Museveni would have done maybe make a jog in the morning. He would have erased those propaganda. The same thing used to happen during Moi. There's a time Moi was told that he's dead. What he did in the morning, he first jogged on the road. So the rumor was dispelled.
Kueleza fitina yote rumors na kadhalika, kwa sababu watu hawa ambao na ruka kichwa wanaeleza uvumi. Hata anasema Moi mgonjwa wapi, kuja hapa.
The same thing, Donald Trump. There is a day they made propaganda that is dead. And when the press came out to ask him the same question, he said these statements.
About a big viral social media trend over the weekend. How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see you for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really? I didn't see that. You know, I have heard, it's sort of crazy, but last week I did numerous news conferences, all successful. They went very well, like this is going very well. And then I didn't do any for 2 days, and they said, there must be something wrong with him. Biden wouldn't do them for months. You wouldn't see him. And nobody ever said there was ever anything wrong with him, and we know he wasn't in the greatest of shape. No, I heard that. I get reports. Now, you knew I did an interview that lasted for about an hour and a half with somebody, and everybody saw that was on one of your competitors. I did numerous shows and also did a number of truths, long truths, and I think pretty poignant truths. No, I was very active over the weekend. They also knew I went out to visit some people at the club that I own, pretty nearby on the Potomac River. And no, I've been very active actually over the weekend. I didn't hear that one. That's pretty serious stuff.
I'm glad it's
well, it's fake news. You know, it's just it's so fake. That's why the media has so little credibility. I knew they were saying, like, is he okay? How's he feeling? What's wrong? I said, I just left. And it's also sort of a longer weekend, you know, it's Labor Day weekend. So I would say a lot of people know I was very active this Labor Day. I had heard that, but I didn't hear it to that extent.
That is Donald Trump. So for me, if I was General Kaguta Museveni, well knowing about the security agents of our country, don't come out to give such orders, because security agents in the country are overzealous. They break the law, they break the constitution. So in a bid to appease you for maybe promotion and etc., they will do some bad things. Yet presidents in all countries, sometimes such propaganda done, but that's not the way you dispel a propaganda. Okay? It is the truth. So for me, first of all, General Museveni made an order. That is an order. And the security operative may put it into action by being overzealous, and is so unfortunate. I wish he could rekindle that. Since he has just spoken, now the propaganda is dispelled. You don't go after these people, because some of the time, the government, most especially when things are touched on General Kaguta Museveni, they make it a little bit more big, which is unfortunate. Second story of that day, Bobby Wine's son came out to talk about the revolution. This came after a soldier did a video trying to attack Solomon Kampala, and he made some wonderful submission. In fact, he said these statements. That is Solomon Kampala. So you can see that young people are understanding the revolution. They are understanding what they need to do so that we can fight bad leadership. Because in Uganda, 40 years is so huge. Most especially when we are underdeveloped country like this, most especially when we all know the problem of our country is leaders who overstay in power and leaders who don't want to follow the constitution and transition. The day we shall solve those three things is the day we will have solved 50% of our problems. So Solomon Kampala had that to say. Of course, as my and remain yours truly, Mr. Makindi, Kabir Suleiman Mawaga, the next MP for Makindi East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.